don't take the best players off a team and say the rest of the Bulls couldn't stop this guy. They not supposed to be. That's why they on the bench. Now, what else you say? H-Rap, can you tell the Canadians to mind their own? H-Rap when he said John Concac. Yeah, man. Dominique Wilkins was kicking ass with Pete the Poop Butt and a bunch of Rudies, man. He had Doc Rivers and some Rudies, man. Spud Webb. You got Spud Webb. You got Spud Webb, John Battle, John Concac, and Tree Rollins trying to beat Mikael Bird, Paris Johnson, and Ainge. Not to mention old bum-ass Jerry C. Sting and Bill Walton on the bench. Dirk ain't better than a better form, but he ain't a better player than Dominique, if you ask me.
My bad, man. My grandson was...
Oh, no, it's all good, bro.
Right.
But like I was just telling them, man, Dominique Wilkins consistently rose to the occasion, but he was losing to better teams. Dirk consistently underachieved and had the better team. Let's not forget, Dirk was losing with Steve Nash and Michael Finley on his team. After winning, how you had the best record in the league and lose in the first round?
Oh no, I disagree, man. I put Dirk. I put Dominique 4, Dirk 3.
Okay. And then you got Pat and the Dream.
I understand your argument.
You got Pat and the Dream.
Patrick second, in my opinion.
Okay. I mean, you can't argue with that.
And Hakeem first.
I can't argue with that, man. I can't argue with that, man. I cannot argue with that. But I will put Dominique Wilkins because he rose to the occasion.
In the last one, since I'm not gonna lie, I didn't start really watching basketball until I want to say
I know exactly the year.
Probably around like a year before David Robinson came into the league.
That's what I was about to say. You started watching basketball in '89. As a matter of fact, you started paying attention to basketball in '88 when he got drafted.
Right. And in like a 2 or 3 year period, I've never seen anybody dominate the way Olajuwon did, man.
Hey, man,
now, LeBron had some dominant years that people don't want to talk about, and Shaq has too. But as far as this overall game, you got to give it up to Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hey, you won't get no pushback from me. 334 Bama said, "Wait a minute, somebody said Dirk is better than Dominique." You got some splaining to do, Ricky.
Hey, man. I mean, it got to the point where Dirk, you couldn't block that shot, man. It's kind of like Kevin Durant's shot, man.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of how many times he failed, that one year when he took them to the finals twice. One year did they go? Yeah, they went to the finals twice. They lost to
LeBron and beat LeBron. Well, they lost to Wade and beat LeBron.
Right.
I know both of them was the Heat.
Yeah, man, and that was the quote unquote first super team, which it wasn't actually the first super team.
Hell yeah, that's
really
some bullshit.
Celtics with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen was the first really super team of this era.
Right. I mean, hell, the Spurs was a super team.
Yeah, Spurs was a super team, but the Spurs had ingrown talent, though.
Right.
But in the later years, that was pretty much a super team, especially when you add somebody like Kawhi, who was only known for his defensive prowess and turned into like a Kobe overnight.
Yeah, he did. 334 said, "Blasphemy, sir. Blasphemy." Thank you, 334.
I understand y'all argument. Don't get me wrong, because him and Larry Bird and that team, when they battled, I think that the Atlanta Hawks was losing because of them ugly ass jerseys, though, man.
They was losing because when Bird scored 32 and Dominique scored 47, and the rest of them bums was out there bummerific.
Hey, man, when the motherfucking rain Motherfucking Hawks, their wings was getting tied in the motherfucking uniforms. I'm telling you, man.
Hey, man.
But no, man, but I can understand your argument. That's something that's a toss-up, man.
No,
but
man.
I would say that I would put Tony Parker ahead of Manu Ginobili, and I'm not really a Tony Parker fan because I think he ran the team, but in my opinion, I think he could have been a better ball distributor. But I know that's not the way that the offense is ran.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wasn't a Tony Parker fan, man.
You mean Ginobili?
And I'm a Spurs fan. I wasn't a Tony Parker fan. I was a Ginobili fan.
So how you gonna put
Tony Parker had more impact on them because Tony Parker carried them against the Pistons, man.
I think he carried them simply because they didn't respect this gangster. They was like, man, we got to pay attention to Duncan and Ginobili, and if this bum do it, he gonna do it.
That dude was on some Allen Iverson going through the whole shit that whole year.
Yeah, because they been paying attention to Ginobili and Duncan, and then y'all had Broke Shot Bob out there, the most overrated big shot hitter in the history of the world. And I'm ready to fight anybody who challenges that. At me. At HRAP_B. Big Shot Bob is the most overrated would-be big shot hitter in the history of sports.
Hey, let's get to the elephant in the room in the NBA, man. Because you know that these games that they're playing now don't have no burden as far as the awards from last season.
Right.
What's the name of this cat, man? Magic Johnson gave his picks as far as who he thought was MVP.
Uh-huh.
For the MVP, he had LeBron James.
I'm rolling with the Kane.
Defensive Player of the Year, he had Anthony Davis.
Homer pick.
Rookie of the Year, Ja Morant. I can see that.
I see that.
Coach of the Year, he had Taylor Jenkins.
What's the name? The Grizzlies coach.
And for the most improved player, he had Brandon Ingram, which I can go for that.
I'll go for that. Only thing I disagree with is Shot Town being defensive player of the year. Personally, I don't honor that stand at the rim and block the shot defensive player of the year shit. Even though AD do more than that, but I'm not with that. Oh, he had a lot of blocks, he had a lot of rebounds, and he the defensive player of the year. Personally, I don't think Mutombo should have got it all them times. I don't think Ben Wallace should have ever got it, personally. But let me address 334. Hey, man, I'm a Robert Horry kind of guy. I was liking him out of Alabama when he was down there with McDyess and Sprewell and those guys. But I think he hit some of the most inconsequential big shots in the history of the world. To me, you don't get credit for a big shot unless your number is called and it's on you. When John Paxson hit that shot, if he would have missed that shot, nobody on earth would have said, damn, man, he blew it. They'd have said they'd have figured out a way to tie it to Pippen or Jordan. If Robert Horry would have missed a bunch of them shots with Houston, nobody would have said they'd have blamed it on Dream. If he'd have missed a bunch of them shots, one or two of them shots with the Lakers, they'd have blamed it on Kobe and Shaq. Hey, Spurs fan, on the line with me, 334. Will you please remind people of how broke Robert Horry was the year that he went to the Spurs that first year?
He was getting 2 checks from the Spurs and the Lakers that year.
I'm telling. Oh, yeah. 334. Ben Wallace is the most overrated basketball. Him and Karl Malone, I don't know why people love them two dudes. They need to, I think Karl Malone and Ben Wallace has been paying reporters every year their whole career. Just like, look here, they come at shots, hype me up. I'm telling you. Ben Wallace and Karl Malone are overrated.
Hey, but you know what? I'm gonna disagree with you on the MVP though.
Okay.
Giannis, I'm sorry, I keep calling him G. You're supposed to pronounce the G. But Giannis, to me, is a better two-way player. I mean, he plays defense, and he's a better all-around scorer than LeBron is, to me, in my opinion, at this point. And, I mean, if you got somebody that's actually averaging more points to you, yeah, LeBron led the league in assists, but Anthony Davis led the team in points, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
All right, and they putting him up for Defensive Player of the Year. That kind of negate him. Giannis, who we got on his team?
Middleton and Bledsoe and Lopez.
Bledsoe, who's in and out of the lineup. Lopez, who was killing last year. I mean, he's a presence this year, but to me, Giannis was killing that team. And I think the thing that was hurting LeBron in this instance is the same thing what people used to say when he was in the East.
I'm glad you said that. I was about to say that.
Ain't no that. Which is bullshit because they're all professionals. But I think that Giannis has to do more for his team to win than and then LeBron at this point. So I'm rolling with Giannis, man. And as far as he averaged 6 assists a game, Giannis, and he has a better field goal percentage. So I'm a LeBron James fan, but I'm gonna roll with Giannis on this.
The reason I'm going with LeBron is age and attrition.
No, you know what? You can't even say that about him now, man. Because he still can get to the hole and will.
No, that's what I'm saying. After his age.
He hits shots.
No.
Now more than he did then.
No. I'm talking about this is overachieving because of his age and the attrition. I'm not saying he's falling off. I'm saying this is the same LeBron James that that we saw 5, 10, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And everybody and their uncle and their mama said if he go to the West, he ain't gonna be doing all that. And he doing all that.
But there's a lot of instances where like it was one year that Karl Malone won MVP when you could have gave that to Shaq or Tim Duncan. It was one year Tim Duncan won when Shaq could have been MVP. So it's
both years Karl Malone won MVP. Somebody else should have won it. Let's just be honest. But but I get your point.
But yeah, man, I'm rolling with Giannis on that one, man. Defensive Player of the Year. I might have to go with Davis on that one too, man.
I'm telling you, I don't care who it is. You know, I got a Chicago bias. All you got to do is show up at the gym, and I'm gonna root for you from Chicago. But I don't respect, even though I don't think AD is that type of player. I prefer dudes who, maybe I have a small man bias. I think it's harder to play defense when you 6 foot to 6'7", because it's a goddamn shame that Scottie Pippen never won Defensive Player of the Year.
I agree.
And you know, Glove only got 1. When you the go-to defender, that's why I don't respect that Ben Wallace stuff. Oh man, he used to get a lot of rebounds and he blocked shots. He was a help defender. So
I'm good at it though, man.
Hey man, but a lot of times help defenders get blown by. And to quote the great Rasheed Wallace, he ain't even the best defensive player on our team. So that 7 foot thing, I just got an issue with 7 foot people winning Defensive Player of the Year because their stats are skewed. Of course you're gonna get more rebounds than Steven Jackson and Scottie Pippen. Of course you're gonna block more shots. But I think they need to come up with some type of way to determine impact on game.
Okay.
Because your impact on game